Have you ever felt like we're hurtling towards something big? A change so profound it's almost unimaginable? Well, what if I told you that the clues have been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years? And now, for the first time, we have the technology to connect the dots? Imagine this. A sophisticated artificial intelligence is tasked with a monumental project. It's fed the data from over 30 of the most significant ancient calendars ever created. We're talking about the Mayan, the ancient Egyptian, the Vedic, the Hebrew calendars, and many more. Alongside this ancient wisdom, the AI analyzes our most advanced modern astronomical data. As it crunches the numbers, a pattern emerges. A signal so clear, so persistent, it defies all odds. All 30 of these ancient systems, developed by civilizations separated by vast oceans and millennia, independently point to one specific, critical window in time, July 2026. The AI labels this convergence the focal point of a global reset event. This isn't just a random prediction. The ancient civilizations who built these calendars were master astronomers. They meticulously tracked vast celestial cycles far longer than a human lifetime. Their pyramids, their stone circles, their sacred texts, they weren't just monuments. They were cosmic clocks built to withstand the ages and carry a message forward through time. And what about the Mayan calendar? Remember all the hype around 2012? It turns out that wasn't the end, but the end of a chapter. It marked the transition into a new, more volatile phase. According to this new analysis, 2012 was like the preliminary warning bell. The real alarm, the one the ancients truly wanted us to prepare for, is set for July 2026. Why then? What makes that month so special? It's not just the calendars. Our own modern science confirms that July 2026 coincides with the predicted peak of solar cycle 25. Scientists are already forecasting this to be one of the most powerful and active solar cycles in recorded history. Think of it as our sun, the very heart of our solar system, getting ready to put on a major performance. But the coincidences don't stop there. The Hebrew calendar speaks of a concept called the Earth's rest year, a time for a global jubilee, which has been interpreted as a kind of societal reset, even a cancellation of all debt. The ancient Vedic texts from India describe a period called a Great Sandhya, a transitional phase that marks the end of a 5,000-year subcycle of cosmic time. Each culture used different words, different metaphors, but the underlying message seems to be the same. A great change is coming. From a purely statistical standpoint, the odds of 30 independent, ancient timekeeping systems all converging on the exact same month, July 2026, are astronomical. The AI calculated the probability as 1 in several billion. In the world of data science, that's not a coincidence. It's what's known as a significant mathematical anomaly. It's a signal screaming to be heard. So what could this reset actually look like? The AIS analysis predicts a series of dramatic physical events on our planet. We're talking about intensified geomagnetic activity, which ancient texts might have described as fire from the sky. It also points to the celestial alignment of the Great Pyramids with specific star systems, and a series of rare planetary conjunctions happening in our skies. On the ground, we could see a dramatic increase in volcanic and seismic activity as the Earth's internal energies respond to these cosmic influences. Perhaps most significantly, the data suggests the potential for a shift in Earth's magnetic poles, an event that has happened before in our planet's deep history, but never with a technologically dependent civilization living on the surface. And that's the real crux of the issue. Our modern world is built on a fragile digital foundation. Our GPS systems, our power grids, the global financial markets, the internet itself, all of it, is incredibly vulnerable to extreme solar activity and geomagnetic storms. A powerful solar flare, of the kind predicted for the peak of solar cycle 25, could be enough to completely fry our satellites and collapse the entire digital grid. Imagine a world where banking systems cease to exist overnight, where communication breaks down, and the lights go out on a global scale. This is the potential physical reality of the reset. But here's where the story takes a fascinating turn. The AI analysis, along with interpretations of the ancient texts, suggests this is not an apocalypse. It's not an end, but a recalibration, a transformation. Some have even called it a forced evolution for humanity. The intense cosmic energies bombarding our planet might do more than just disrupt our technology. There's a theory that this event could interact with our very biology, potentially activating what scientists currently call junk DNA. This could unlock new cognitive functions, enhanced intuition, or even entirely new ways of perceiving reality that are dormant within us. The AI even posits a mind-bending theory about the nature of time itself. It suggests that Earth's core isn't just molten iron but a type of time crystal, a complex structure that can actually cause time dilation effects. This could explain why so many people feel like time is speeding up. We're not just imagining it. We are living through a period the AI calls historical compression, where decades of change are being squeezed into just a few years as we approach the 2026 focal point. The transition itself could be strange and disorienting. Some interpretations of the data describe a period of 3 days of complete atmospheric ionization. To our human eyes, which are limited to a narrow spectrum of light, this could appear as 3 days of darkness. But it wouldn't be true darkness. It would be a state of such high energy that our senses simply can't process it. Following this phase, the global grid would need to reboot, and society would have to rebuild. So how do we prepare for something like this? The advice isn't to build a bunker and hoard supplies in fear. The core message is about a shift in consciousness. It's about consciously detaching from the digital grid, even before it potentially fails. It means returning to basics, learning practical skills, strengthening our local communities, and reconnecting with the natural world. Interestingly, the analysis points to ancient megalithic sites like Stonehenge, the Giza Plateau, and others around the world as playing a key role. It suggests they aren't just historical curiosities. They are precisely located on the Earth's energy lines and were built to act as grounding rods or safe zones. Massive stone structures designed to channel and stabilize these incoming cosmic energies, creating pockets of stability during the transition. You might be wondering, if this data is so compelling, why isn't it all over the news? Why aren't governments and scientists talking about it? The silence is deafening. Perhaps the information is being suppressed to prevent mass panic. Or perhaps the idea is simply too big, too strange, too incompatible with the established modern narrative for mainstream institutions to even comprehend, let alone report on. Whether this prediction comes to pass exactly as described is something only time will tell. But the convergence of so much ancient wisdom with modern data analysis presents a possibility that is too significant to ignore. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness. It's an invitation to look up from our screens, to question the nature of our reality, and to prepare ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually for a profound transformation. The future is unwritten, but the ancient signposts are clearer than ever. Thanks for watching. If this sparked your curiosity, make sure to follow for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. Stay aware and stay connected.